How's it going, everybody? This is Cinema Steve, and I'm here to talk about my journey into becoming a filmmaker.
Jumping through the lanes, watch me double dutch. Spend $1 million in a year so I could double up. Ain't no ceilings in my building, cause we coming up. Double cup, you don't feel us, get hit with an uppercut.
Okay, so this is very different from me. I normally don't record off of my phone, but what I want to do is, aside from doing tutorial videos, I also want to speak about my experience. I think it's going to be very motivating for a lot of people who are just starting out, because there's many times when one would come across something that they want to do and they're afraid. They think, I'm never going to get the lucky breaks or whatever, this will never happen for me. But man, I just wish, I could do it. This is my dream, this is all I want to do. That's what some of these videos are going to be about. I will be doing tutorials, but I also want to speak motivation for people, especially filmmakers. So how I initially started was when I was a kid. I must have been 6 years old. I first saw Jurassic Park. I fell in love with the movie. I was crazy about dinosaurs to begin with. And everything looked so realistic. And so I was like, wow, I would love to do that. And also around that time, in the early mid-90s, yeah, I'm old. Well, not that old. In the early mid-90s, there was this show. It was called Movie Magic. And it was behind the scenes on how they did the special effects for films like Independence Day, Aliens, all sorts of films, all those blockbusters, especially sci-fi. They showed how to make it. And so when I was seeing that, for example, Star Wars, whenever they had creatures, a lot of it was stop motion animation. I was like, wow, that's it? That's, it's just that simple? Well, it's really not that simple, because it takes a lot of time and patience. However, they also showed films that had special effects, and especially using blue screen, like Congo. When I saw that they pretty much used, I believe they said it was like rice pudding, but they had the rice pudding mixed with black food coloring. So it was just this black thick liquid just pouring down, kind of like these mountain terrain that was blue screen, but it was pretty much the shape of like mountains, for the volcanic effect, when the volcanoes had erupted and the lava was pouring. I also saw how Independence Day, how they blew up New York City, and it was amazing, because they had a small set of New York City sideways, right? The camera's all the way at the bottom, and all the way at the top, they just had a blast of flame shooting right through it, and that was after the blast that had occurred from the spaceship, destroying one of the buildings, right? So seeing those things, I was very intrigued. And then what I started doing was I picked up my mom's camcorder, right? Well, actually, my brothers did, and we started doing fighting videos. But whenever I had my hands on it, I started doing stop motion animation, with my Legos, with my toys, whatever. And then I eventually went to my neighbor's house, and he busted out his dad's camera and his Legos, and then we just started playing. We just started, animating on and all that stuff, So, and that was at a very young age, I was under 10 years old, throughout that whole time when that had happened. And that's pretty much what sparked it. I'm not gonna spiel my whole story in one video. I'm gonna slowly build them up, because let's be honest, are you really gonna want to sit through a half hour of me just ranting on? No, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to see bits and pieces of my story, and then you just can select what you want to watch, what you want to listen to, but I'm pretty sure there's many of you out there that are like that have experienced something similar, especially growing up, and maybe you always had an eye for filmmaking. Hopefully this speaks to you, like, wow, you know, like, I'm also there too, you know, I want to be a filmmaker, or even if there's a child watching this now, you know, I hope that this motivates you, and you know, like, this speaks life into your dreams, and just keep pursuing it. Till next time.